You've been to Costco, and even if you only go once in a while, you know the feeling. You walk into a giant warehouse, grab a cart the size of a bathtub, buy enough food to survive winter, and somehow still feel like you beat the system. That is the weird part. You can spend hundreds of dollars and still leave feeling like you got away with something. The hot dog is still $1.50, and the bulk prices make your regular grocery store feel like it's been robbing you politely. But that's what makes Costco so strange. Most retailers grow by finding ways to charge you more. You've probably felt this everywhere lately. Smaller packages, higher prices, and more little fees. Costco became one of the biggest retailers in the world by doing the opposite. So the question is, how? How does a store charge less than everyone else and still become one of the most successful retailers in the world? Maybe the answer is that Costco isn't really a store. Maybe the shelves are there just to sell you something else? A normal grocery store wants a little more from every trip. That is the basic retail game. Buy low, sell higher, and keep the difference. Not in some evil cartoon way, that's just how business works. But Costco built the opposite machine. Most retailers protect their profit by keeping a healthy gap between what they pay for a product and what you pay for it. Costco squeezes that gap down. And that raises the obvious question. Why would any retailer choose to make less money on the thing it sells? Because for Costco, the cheap price is not the profit center, it's the proof. Every low price is there to make you believe one thing. This card is worth keeping. And that is where Costco's real business begins. The answer is sitting in your wallet, your membership card. And once you notice it, the whole store starts to make more sense. Before Costco sells you a chicken, a TV, or one of those 48 packs of toilet paper, it has already made money from you. Millions of people pay Costco every year just for the right to walk through the door, and that changes the entire business. Costco doesn't need every product to make a huge profit. It just needs every product to make the membership feel obvious. Take a normal shopping trip. Chicken, eggs, paper towels, laundry, detergent, coffee, and snacks. At a regular store, that basket costs one number. At Costco, it costs less. And if you've ever done the napkin math, you already know what happens next. This is where the membership fee starts to change in your head. One trip saves a little, a few trips save more. Eventually, the card no longer feels like something you paid for. It feels like something that paid you back. That is the real trick. Every low price becomes proof that the card was worth buying. And once you believe that, renewal becomes almost automatic. Because Costco's real business is not getting you to buy one more item today, it's making sure you renew next year, which makes the model seem almost obvious. So why doesn't every store just do this? So why doesn't every grocery store just charge a membership fee, lower its prices, and copy the model? The card is not patented and the idea is sitting right there in public. The challenging part is that Costco's model only works after the loop is already spinning. To offer real deals, you need members. But to get members, you need real deals. That is the trap. Costco already has the members, so suppliers want access to Costco. That gives Costco better prices, and better prices make the card worth keeping. And when more people keep the card, the loop gets even stronger. That is the part competitors cannot buy overnight. A competitor can copy the fee, the warehouse, and the giant packages, but they cannot instantly copy 40 years of people walking out and thinking, yeah, this is worth it. That trust is the real moat. The door is not locked. The gap is just too wide to close, because Costco built something most retailers struggle to fake. A business where the customer actually feels like they won. And that is what makes Costco so unusual. Most retailers are constantly trying to find ways to make more money from the same customer. A smaller package, a premium tier, a delivery fee, a loyalty app that somehow makes shopping feel like homework. But Costco's model works differently. The store is not there to squeeze every possible dollar out of every product. It is there to protect the one thing that actually matters, the card. That is why the cheap hot dog matters. That is why the gas prices matter, not because those things are the whole business, but because they remind you the card was worth keeping. And once you see that, the whole store looks different because the real product is not the chicken or the paper towels or the couch you somehow bought when you only came in for eggs. The real product is the feeling that every time you walk out, your membership already paid for itself. And that is why the most powerful thing in the warehouse is not sitting on some shelf. It's sitting in your wallet. Costco is not the only company where the obvious product is not the real product. More and more businesses are building around the subscribers, and if you'd like to see how AI is about to break it, watch this video next.